Okay, tomorrow morning I leave for Prague. I am so excited. At first, figuring out and realizing that I wanted to do this trip potentially on my own, oh my gosh, the mental and emotional turmoil that it caused me. And I went back and forth so many times, but now I'm so happy that I'm going to do this, and I'm really excited to just have the time to myself and to explore and not be tied down by other people and what they want to do. But yeah, I'm gonna head to bed now. I'm packed. I'm ready to go. And we're gonna wake up, not bright and early tomorrow, but at a normal time and get ready and go. Okay, here we go. Solo trip to Prague, 2022. Okay, I'm here hanging out in my hotel room. Took a shower. I'm squeaky clean. My journey here was pretty good. My bus got delayed. There was traffic, but it was fine. It didn't really disrupt any of my plans. I got to the airport, went through security, hung out, and my flight was nice and smooth. Getting here was really great. And then I came into my room, settled in, went to dinner to a local pub that's just around the corner, and it was great. I got to talk to a local that is from here, and we were close in age, so hit it off really quickly. And of course, it's one of those awkward things. It's like, oh, hi, are you traveling? You live here? And he spoke really great English, so it was really fun just kind of talking about life differences and stuff like that. But I'm gonna journal and log things that happened today, and then just kind of relax and get some work done and kick my day off tomorrow. Okay, good morning. I'm about to head out to breakfast. So when I was talking to Lukash, the guy from dinner last night, he's like, oh yeah, it'll be cold in the morning. I'm like, okay. And the high, it's supposed to get to 53 today, completely sunny. Well, right now it's 32 and it feels like 24. I did not come prepared for 24-degree weather. I have a raincoat. So, I come in layers, and I brought another sweatshirt, so I'm gonna throw that on over. I'm hoping that'll be enough, at least until I go on my tour at 10:30, but I'm gonna head out to breakfast, and hopefully I don't freeze. I'm from Wisconsin, I'm built for this, but I'm not prepared. But either way, it's a beautiful morning, and I can't wait to get out there. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, yeah, it's cold, but it's not cold as balls. We're okay. And it'll be warmer with the sun, I'm sure. Luckily, I brought a hat and gloves. Okay, I'm somewhat prepared. Okay, off we go. This breakfast place that I'm going to looks super cute. First tour was amazing. I had an awesome lunch and I stopped and picked up some little gifts for my family. And then I went back to the hotel, not realizing that the walk to my next tour is longer than expected. So I'm currently winded because I'm jog walking to my next tour. So pray for me that I make it on time. I'm sure it'll be fine if I'm a couple minutes late, but I don't want to be a late American. Okay, off we go. Time to commence more jogging. Okay, due purely to my incredible athleticism, I've reduced my time of being late by 3 minutes. And I think that'll be okay because I was 3 minutes late to my last tour also. Okay, here we go. Go USA. Get this, I made it on time. Pure athletic skill. Also, gluten. Okay, I decided I wanted to walk to the top of this park at the Pier Garden and allegedly an incredible view. And I'm not even at the top, and that's okay, so let me freaking show you how gorgeous this is. Thought there was something on my lip, okay. decided instead that I'd rather kind of explore Old Town a bit more. And I need a nail file because I chipped my nails falling off the subway steps yesterday when I got here. But one thing about Czech people, or people that at least visit here, they're not afraid of public displays of affection. I've seen at least 5 couples dementoring each other's face. By that I mean sucking the souls out of their partner in a mouth-to-mouth kind of way. And I mean, on top of that, I saw this other guy just like pee in the woods. It wasn't even the woods, it was a public park with some brush. So clearly no issues with displaying their bodies and the human connection. But I mean, come on. So yeah, I'm walking to the department store to get a nail file. Okay, well, I was just looking for something quick to eat, and I landed myself at a nice Italian restaurant. Good morning. We are off to breakfast. I slept super well last night. I packed everything up and I'm gonna go to breakfast, check out, store my luggage, and then get my day started. So I stopped at this place yesterday on my tour and I'd already noticed it. And they open early, which is nice, but also they have these really cute mugs that I think I want to buy, even though I shouldn't, but I've been wanting a mug. And it's calling my name, so it might happen. Okay, off we go. Missing someone. Missing someone. Love with all your heart. Missing someone. Love with heart. How much you miss her. Okay. The Museum of Communism was amazing. It was so cool. I cannot recommend enough. It's really nice. It's more self-guided and they give you all the information. And the things that they had there were super cool. I'm kind of bummed because I paid for a full price ticket instead of a student ticket. There's a difference of $4, so I should get over myself. But I'm kind of bummed. But it's okay. The experience is worth it. Okay, here we go. That's Prague Castle. That's where we were yesterday. That's the Petrin Tower, where I almost went, but we're going here instead. Glad that we made that choice. And hey, the money, I still am money ahead. Not going there and paying for a full price Museum of Communism ticket. So there you go. But like, gosh, this is stunning. Yo, I can't believe I spent real ass American dollars buying cute postcards when my iPhone 11's coming in clutch right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna love them like hanging on a little poster board in my dorm, but like, gotta spend that money on my Museum of Communism ticket. Missing someone. I am sad and so important things have happened here. Lots of revolutions, including the Velvet Revolution, has happened here. But I don't think there's like a museum, like a special thing that you need to do inside a building or whatever. But I'm really glad that I came. It's gorgeous. And it's important to see this is New Prague, which is much more commercial, and it's a very different atmosphere and structure than Old Prague, which is where I've been spending most of my time the last couple of days. Okay, so the afternoon turned into a little bit of a mess. The first place I went to for lunch didn't look that good. It was kind of empty and was expensive. Then I went to a second place. It was like a student bar. It was pretty grungy, pretty cheap. There were some people there that looked like they were unemployed in the sense that, yeah. But then there are other students that were having fun, but I didn't realize until I needed to pay that it was cash only. So I raced to an ATM and it wasn't working with my card or with my debit card or credit card. And I have this boat tour that I'm on right now and it's stunning. So I'm gonna try to go to a bank to get money to finish paying the rest, or if not, like, it's only 94 crowns. It's like a couple bucks. I might just need to ask someone. Okay, the whole boat ride I was stressing. I was stressed the whole time. And I was like, I was short basically $1.50. And so I was like, is there any way that I asked someone they would give me just like some change out of the goodness of their heart? And someone did, thank God. So I'm gonna go back to the restaurant. Hopefully everything should be good. And then at that point, I actually might have enough time to get cake, we'll see. But here's my view. Thank you, nice people. There is hope for the world. Oh gosh. Okay. We got the money. Some Czech people helped me count it, so I had the right amount because I had extra. And then actually when I went back, it was actually really vibrant and bright and people were having fun, so it wasn't just like unemployed men. So I wish I was there during a more fun time of the day. I have about 40 minutes until I need to leave the airport, so I think I am going to try to stop and get some gelato or cake or something to have a positive end to the trip. But I mean, it's beautiful here. Can't get over it. Back in London. Okay, it is the next evening. I thought I would just wrap up a little bit and give my overall thoughts and recommendations. I was hesitant about doing this in the beginning, just being a female solo traveler. It's something that I'd never done before. I knew, however, it was something that was outside of my comfort zone, but that I could do it. And I knew that once I ended up going on the trip, I would really enjoy it. And I'm glad that I listened to my instincts and I went for it. It was doing things like watching YouTube videos and planning the trip that made me excited. So I'd be sure to do the same. I'm a big planner, but especially if you are on a tight budget, it ensures that you can max out your time there. But if you are a solo traveler, especially a woman solo traveler, go do it. You can do this, even if it's not on the level of going somewhere by yourself and staying the night. It was a really, really great opportunity of growth and independence. I enjoyed the time by myself. It's nice to have a little bit of personal time, but I can't recommend it enough. Okay, also with that, Prague is a really great city to do that in. It was a great place for me to do it for my first time. A couple of reasons behind that are it's a compact city. It's super easy to get around and to navigate. Google Maps work great most of the time. I mean, as you would expect. But there's lots of great public transportation. I did buy the 3-day travel pass. I honestly only needed to check it once when I used the metro. Besides that, if you're doing the above ground subways or if you're using the bus, they never check it. Again, it's $15. It's not that big of a deal, but you might not necessarily need to invest in it. Also, pretty much everyone there speaks English. All the people that are working there. Please be sure to be extra nice to them and appreciate that they're speaking English. I wish more that I had introduced myself or greeted people using the native Czech language, just because you can tell that people take advantage of the fact that they use English, and it's really nice. It's very convenient, but it definitely deserves appreciation because it shouldn't be an automatic given. Let's see. Also, it was super, super safe. And my tour guides confirm this, that there really aren't any issues in terms of safety. Again, be alert, be vigilant, as you would in any other city. I am in London, just walking out during the day. And I didn't stay out late at night. I enjoyed the time to relax and I had work that I needed to do. But it's a really safe city and I was never concerned for my safety at all. Also, it's really touristy. You're not going to be the only one there walking around and doing things. It's a very tourist-oriented city. It's also not too expensive. I think the most I paid for a meal was $15, and that was a nicer meal. Some more touristy places, they're going to cost more. So if you go to places like that are right around big tourist attractions, they're going to cost more. I do recommend going to local restaurants. That was probably one of the highlights of my experience. And it's really great. The tours that I went on, again, I said earlier, they gave you a sheet of paper with a QR code to a Google Maps page with tons of suggestions. And so one of the first things I recommend is going on those tours. The tour guides are incredible. I did the Old Town tour and the Prague Castle and Charles Bridge tour. They're super knowledgeable, really friendly. They have great recommendations. And please, please, please be sure to tip them also. They work really hard and it's a free tour, but you're supposed to tip, and there are people that didn't tip after. And I was a student on a tight budget and they were like families, so I was a little upset by that. So be sure to show them monetary appreciation as well as a good old-fashioned thank you. Something that I'm glad that I did is I splurged a little bit. Well, it was very reasonable for me to get a room by myself. I stayed at the the Metropolitan Old Town Hotel, which was fantastic. And I got a single room for about $50 a night. And if I stayed in a hostel, it wouldn't have been, it would have cost only a little bit less. So I'm glad that I splurged. It was just more comfortable for me. I have nothing against hostels. I've stayed in a hostel and I'll be continuing to stay in a hostel on other trips, but I was able to just relax a little bit more. And it was nice being able to come back and just get to completely take up a space, and just like zonk out. Okay, that's when when you fall asleep. Never mind. I'm gonna move on. I do recommend getting a converter app. I'll drop a picture of the one that I used. It was really great just for currency. I did download the Google Translate app, but I really didn't need it because pretty much everyone there speaks English. The boat cruise that I did, it was really cool. I don't know if it was worth the 14 euros. Granted, I was really stressed the entire time trying to find cash to pay that restaurant. If you have the time and the money, it was really beautiful and it was a great day. I just don't know if it was necessarily worth it and if I maybe could have done other things instead. I am glad if you are tight on time like I was, I'm glad that I went to the Vyšehrad Fortress instead of doing Petrin Hill, because if you go to Prague Castle, the views are really similar as they would be from Petrin Hill. Vyšehrad just has more history. It's a different angle of the city. It's free. You don't need to pay for it. They do walking tours, but you need to plan them a week in advance, and I didn't have enough time to do that. That's pretty much it. The final recommendation is to have Pilsner beer because it's usually cheap. It is cheaper than water, but it's part of the local pride, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not a beer drinker, but I loved it a lot. I hope this video was helpful, and I had a ton of fun doing it. But let me know if you have any questions, and I'll leave all of those recommendations, restaurants, places, etc. down below. Thank you so much. Adios.